Formula One has cranked up the heat over Barcelona. The first Grand Prix held here was won by Nigel Mansell after a wheel-to-wheel battle with Ayrton Senna. But who will follow in his footsteps this weekend? Long straights and medium-speed turns dominate here, but there's something else to watch out for at Barcelona. The air currents are strong and unpredictable, and they'll be giving aerodynamic components a real run for their money this weekend. The season is about halfway through, and it makes me wonder what else is in store for the teams. Well, there's only one way to find out. So, without further ado, let's get started. Hello and thank you for joining us as our race weekend unfolds. Free practice is nearly done, and that means that qualifying awaits. Yesterday's action gave us a fantastic taste of what is to come, and the anticipation within the paddock continues to grow. Qualifying promises to be as unrelenting as ever. Only the best, the most consistent drivers can progress from one period to the next and stand a chance of earning a place at the front of the grid. There's not much left to say, so let's get into it. The time has come to fight it out. It's race day.
Alfa Romeo managed to meet expectations during qualifying, and if they can keep this up, they'll have a good race ahead of them. Seeing how they did in qualifying, Williams are going to be the team to watch here. They'll be starting strong at the top of the grid and will have many opportunities to steer the race in their favor. The weather is very overcast here, and teams are staring at the sky watching for the first sign of rain. Strategies might have to be quite flexible going into today's race.
And there are going to be some tough calls to make in Catalonia today. So let's see who makes the best ones for the Spanish Grand Prix. The drivers have now taken position on the grid, and it's looking like a cloudy day. And there we see the Alfa Romeo. After an impressive qualifying performance, they're starting today just behind pole. And it's the second Alfa Romeo there. They're in the front half of the pack, so there's plenty of potential for them. Everything's been building to this. One of the oldest races on the Formula One calendar. This is the Spanish Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we go.
Good job.
Looks like that was a position gained for Alfa Romeo.
And once again, good job.
And a new position just gained by Williams. And there's an overtake from Williams. There's been a crash. Sounds like a single car. Let's take a look at the replay. Now, just watch the Mercedes here. There's the crash. That just crashed. Let's take a closer look. We're just watching the Red Bull. And there's the collision. It's caused absolute carnage. Let's have a look. Now let's watch this. The Alfa Romeo involved in this one. That lockup could have cost them dearly.
We need to get these tyres to last.
Was that a lockup on the track? We can take a look now. Now just focus on the Haas. And yes, that's the lockup. The team are really disappointed with that. Let's hope it doesn't set them back too badly. That's a spin! Let's see what happened there. Now let's watch this. The Alfa Romeo involved in this one. That looked like a very nasty spin.
Push hard now.
A position gained for Alfa Romeo. Here's the replay. Now let's watch this. The Alfa Romeo involved in this one. They take advantage and muscle their way through. Excellent work. The team watching on and clearly loving that. Alfa Romeo just moved up a place. Let's take a closer look. Now let's watch this. The Alfa Romeo involved in this one. Gaining a position there. Oh, they make it look so easy. Back in the garage, the team absolutely loved it. Looks like that was a position gained for Alfa Romeo. Let's take a look at the replay. Now let's watch this. The Alfa Romeo involved in this one. And they get past, which moves them up a position. I think it's safe to say that went down well with the team. Now let's watch this. The Alfa Romeo involved in this one. And there they go, moving up a position in the pack.
You can push.
Oh, and Ferrari just gained a place. We can take a look now. This one involved Pietro Fittipaldi. They've lost control and spun. Let's see what happened there. Okay, so there we have the Alpine. And yes, that's where they spin out. Let's have a look. Now let's watch this. The Alfa Romeo involved in this one. Oh dear, dear, dear. That's far wider than they would have wanted. And that's the lockup. And McLaren with a great overtake. I think there's been a lockup. I think that was a crash. Let's take a closer look. Now we see the Williams here. Dear me, they won't have been expecting that. A position gained for Alfa Romeo. Here's the replay. Now let's watch this. The Alfa Romeo involved in this one. Big lock up there. Let's take a look at the replay. Now look at this. It was the Alpha Tauri driver involved. Well, they've locked up. They won't have been happy about that.
Push.
Sounds like we've had a spin. We can take a look now. Now look at this. It was the AlphaTauri driver involved. Look at that! They've spun their car. Oh, we've had a spin. Let's take a closer look. Okay, so there we have the Alpine. And there it is. That's where they spin out. Let's have a look. Now look at this. It was the AlphaTauri driver involved. Thank goodness nobody else was involved. That.
Six laps to go, 6 laps.
Alfa Romeo just moved up a place. Here's the replay. Now let's watch this. The Alfa Romeo involved in this one. They take advantage and muscle their way through. Excellent work. The driver's team there cheering them on.
Save fuel.
A little bit of lift off.
Over the line.
That's it.
Alfa Romeo's driver had an okay time here this weekend. Not a bad run from Alfa Romeo this weekend, but before the next race, I think they'll want to take a good look at what they can improve.
There will definitely be some lessons to learn for them, but this was solid work.
After an intense weekend, the team ends in first place in the constructor standings.
For the next Grand Prix, make sure you join us at the renowned city circuit of Monaco. Prepare yourselves for one of the most legendary rounds of the season.